Nebraska's trusted news source. This is Channel 8 News at 5.
Well, hello, winter. As predicted, northern Nebraska getting the brunt of snow today. This is Highway 83 up there in Valentine. Closer to home now, this is a live picture of 9th and Q here in Lincoln. So far, some light rain and a little freezing drizzle in some areas. Good evening, everyone, and thank you so much for joining us on this Friday night. I'm Rod Fowler. Megan Conway has the night off. Let's get you updated right away on what's going on. Malcolm told me he just stepped outside and saw a flake or two of snow. What's going on, Malcolm?
Right, intermixed in a little bit of mist out there. Now, there is the potential for freezing drizzle, I'd say, over the next hour or two. In fact, north of Lincoln, out in Platte County, we got a report of grassy surfaces just glazed over with ice. So keep that in mind as you're heading out for your evening commute this evening. Here's a live look over Southeast Community College. You can see some of the drops on the camera there. So freezing drizzle is a possibility, and as a result, the National Weather Service has seen fit to issue a winter weather advisory for Lancaster County. It will be in effect till midnight. We are still expecting accumulations under an inch for most of Lancaster County in terms of snow, but there may be a light glaze that forms in locations that do see freezing drizzle. Broadening out the view, we do have a winter weather advisory in effect, mainly north and west of Lincoln, where greater snow accumulations. It's possible we could approach 1 inch in terms of accumulations out towards the Tri-Cities, maybe even exceeding that in Grand Island. Here's satellite and radar perspective right now. A lot of that snow you see on this particular image east of Grand Island, I don't think that is necessarily reaching the ground just yet. We're going to have to go to the actual pure radar display to see where I do think snow is actually reaching the ground. See that circled region right there? That's a heavier band of snow that it's moving through Kearney right now. Will eventually move through the other Tri-Cities soon. So cloudy skies this evening, eventually snow starting in the capital city. Temperatures remaining just right around below freezing. Coming up, we're going to talk about when this snow scoots on out of here and our updated accumulation map. We'll have all that and more after the
All right, thank you, Malcolm. I know you'll keep us all updated. Well, as we prepare for more winter weather this season, the city of Lincoln is also prepared. Channel 8's Joseph Nasser joins us live now with more on how they're handling things. Joseph?
Good evening, Rod. I'm here at 27th and Cornhusker. Now, I can tell you there is a light precipitation, although nothing's accumulating on the streets, and the snowfall has yet to impact traffic. Now, we're expecting a modest snowfall today. I spoke with LTU's Tim Byrne about how the city is getting ready for the weather event to come. Tim, what are you anticipating for tonight's snowfall? How is the city preparing?
We're anticipating some mixed precipitation to come in that will change over to some light snow, possibly around that 5 to 7 o'clock window. So we've got crews on standby, we've got material spreaders ready to go, keeping an eye out for those changing conditions, and when the weather comes in, our crews will roll out.
What can you tell me about the pre-treatment that's going to be used, not necessarily today, but over the course of the winter? Is it still that beet juice material that has been used in the past?
Yes, beet juice is still a component of our brine mixture. It's one of the ingredients that we use. And that beet juice helps us, due to its stickiness, the sugar content that's in there, when we coat that over salt, it helps to reduce bounce and scatter force, so it keeps the salt where it's supposed to be on the road. And it also has the added benefit of being a natural corrosion inhibitor.
Now, Rod, again, we're not expecting a significant snowfall this evening, but it is still a good opportunity for Lincoln residents to practice safe driving, particularly when they wake up tomorrow morning. That means slowing down, anticipating any type of black ice substance on the roads. Coming up at 6, we'll discuss how the city plans to tackle residential areas. Reporting here at 27th and Cornhusker, Joseph Nasser, Channel 8 News.
Yeah, no, Joseph, you were talking about slowing down. If you're like me, you need to remind ourselves, slow down before coming up to a stoplight or stop sign so you don't slide right into the back of someone else. Joseph, we'll talk to you live at 6 o'clock. Appreciate that report. And a reminder, there is an updated Nebraska 511 map. It's going to give you information on construction, road conditions, closures, and of course those highway cameras. It's a great tool to use for winter travel before you head out the door. All right, big news from the Supreme Court. It has left in place for now a Texas law that bars most abortions after 6 weeks of pregnancy. Here's more from ABC's Isabel Rosales.
In an 8-1 vote,
Whole Women's Health versus Jackson.
the mostly conservative Supreme Court ruling it will leave in place the nation's most restrictive abortion law.
And I'm also grateful that I live in a great state like Texas that really does care about life.
The Texas law drawing fierce support and protest. It bars abortion after a fetal heartbeat is first detected around 6 weeks of pregnancy, often before a woman knows she is pregnant, with no exception for rape or incest.
I'm amazed that we're still fighting for this, but we can't give up.
And a partial victory for abortion clinics, now allowed to challenge the law in federal court, but justices limiting who can be sued. Meanwhile, abortion rights activists bracing for ripple effects and worrying about the future of the 1973 abortion legalizing landmark federal case, Roe v. Wade.
About half the states in the United States would ban abortion if Roe were overturned.
The legal showdown between Texas and abortion providers now continues in lower courts. But because of the unique way the law is designed, clinics have so far been unable to convince a court to block it.
And we are thrilled that the Texas Heartbeat Act is effective.
The law empowers private citizens to enforce it, meaning regular people, not state officials, can sue anyone who helps a pregnant woman get an abortion that violates that state law. In Washington, Isabel Rosales.
And as you can imagine, a lot of people are reacting to the High Court's decision. And tonight we're hearing from both sides. Channel 8's Ariana Martinez joins us from the Capitol building with how Nebraskans feel about this decision. We'll try and get back to that story in just a little bit. Now to a big defeat in federal court for former President Trump. A panel of judges rejected his bid to keep his White House documents from the committee that is investigating the January 6th insurrection. The committee interviewed conservative activist Ali Alexander. He organized the January 6th rally, which fired up Trump supporters moments before they stormed the Capitol.
We've provided the committee with thousands of records, hundreds of pages. And, unfortunately, I think that this committee has gone way too much into our personal life, way too much into my First Amendment. But I do recognize that they have a legislative duty to conduct, and so we're here to cooperate.
Now, the January 6th committee moves to hold former White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows in contempt of Congress. We'll keep you updated on all of this. It was a heartfelt funeral service today honoring longtime Kansas Republican Senator Bob Dole. The nation saying goodbye to a lifelong public servant, the President of the United States, speaking at Bob Dole's funeral today. The late senator's casket was then carried to the World War II Memorial, and there his wife Elizabeth Dole and his daughter laid a wreath in honor of him. Several speakers commemorated the man lawmakers say bridged partisan divides.
My dad is the most generous person I have ever known. He was a giver, not a taker. He cared more about others than he did about himself.
Memory and conscience of the man himself will always be here, right here, for as long as there is in America. And that is a good thing, because here we will always remember Bob Dole.
Now the body of the late senator will be flown to his home state of Kansas for another public memorial service. A West Lincoln family was very surprised today as our latest Magic Moments recipients. Along with Union Bank, we are so happy to brighten the holiday spirit for several families.
I just can't believe all this stuff. It's pretty cool, huh?
The Armstrong and Arteaga family have been through a lot this year. Emilio was born with a heart defect and recently had his 4th open heart surgery. He also recently suffered a stroke. His mother stayed with him at the hospital, which meant she was not able to work and wouldn't have been able to give her kids the Christmas they deserve this year.
I am so overwhelmed. I have never felt so much kindness and joy from other people that don't even know us. I wouldn't have been able to do anything like this year for the kids, and so to have them have this means everything to me.
Some of the gifts they received were tickets to the suite level to see the Husker basketball game against Maryland at PBA. Emilio got a lot of Golden State Warriors gear, his favorite NBA team, as well as a brand new bedroom set from 7 Day Furniture. Christina Nia got some much needed kitchenware, including an air fryer. And coming up, a look at how inflation is affecting our everyday lives. Don't go away.
It's a holiday seafood.
Welcome back, everyone. As many of you know, prices for just about everything have gone up. Inflation is on the rise, and ABC's Deidre Bolton breaks it all down for us.
Inflation surged 6.8% in November to the fastest rate since 1982, almost 40 years ago. What's important is how broad these price increases are. All basics cost more. Food, energy, shelter, the cost of protein, for example, meat, poultry, fish, eggs up more than 12.5% from this time last year. Shelter costs, such as rent, are the highest they've been since 2007. At the pump, gasoline is up 58% compared to this time last year. These costs hit low and middle-income families hard. It's never good timing, but it may be extra difficult in the holiday season. One silver lining, many economists see moderate price gains coming in the spring as consumers spend more on goods and services, not just goods, which will ease supply chain and labor supply constraints. As Greg McBride, chief financial analyst at Bankrate, put it, because the economy has revved up so fast coming out of the pandemic, People are working, employers are paying more to attract and retain workers, and households are able to spend. Robust spending at a time when supply chains are disrupted has driven prices higher at a rapid pace. In other words, the fact that many Americans do have money to spend is a sign of strength in our economy, since consumer spending is 2/3 of our economic activity. Deirdre Bolton, ABC News, New York.
Now, your Storm Alert Team forecast with meteorologist Malcolm Byron.
Well, snow has been falling already out west. Here's a live look over Shelton, just east of Kearney, or I should say just south of Shelton along I-80. You can see some accumulations along the grassy surfaces, but as things stand right now on this particular camera, road surfaces don't look too bad. Grand Island, we see a little bit less, but you start to see a little bit of white there on the grassy surfaces. As things stand right now in Lincoln, no accumulations yet in terms of snowfall. Here's a live look over our Allo Communications camera. Starting to get dark. You can see plenty of cloud cover overhead. Will be overcast throughout much of the overnight hours. A winter weather advisory is in effect till midnight for Lancaster County, and the main reason why is because there's potential for freezing drizzle, I'd say probably in the next hour or so. Now, we did have a report in northwest Lancaster County of a changeover to snow, and right now it looks like this is light snow, but it is a changeover nevertheless. So keep in mind as you're going out and about this evening, there may be a wintry mix at this hour, maybe seeing a little bit of sleet at some points in time, so it's kind of messy at this particular point in time, but eventually this will all transition to snow. We do have winter weather advisories posted northwest of Lincoln as well. It includes York, Seward, out towards the Tri-Cities as well, where we may see higher accumulations in terms of snowfall. As far as temperatures go right now, 32 degrees in Lincoln, a little bit warmer off to the east, but we're not going to get any warmer. You see temperatures in the upper 20s in Kearney, lower 30s out in the Tri-Cities. Will hover right around freezing as long as snow is falling. Satellite and radar perspective, again, lots of cloud cover, but we see a lot of blue over central and getting in towards eastern Nebraska. Now, I want to show the pure radar perspective out of Grand Island because I think that's going to give us a better indication of where we're starting to see the snow. If you're within this green echo right here, you're likely seeing snow right now. The problem with Lincoln is our radar beams go a couple thousand feet above ground level, so it's kind of hard to see what's going on right at the surface. That said, I want your reports. Send me an email at mbyron@klkntv.com. Let me know what's going on outside your window, whether it's snow, freezing drizzle, sleet, what have you. Tell me where you are and what time it happened. It's valuable information to a meteorologist in situations like these. So most of the snow at this hour is off to the west, perhaps seeing a wintry mix in the capital city right now, but eventually this will all change over to snow, probably pick up in intensity as we go throughout the evening hours. As we head in towards, I'd say 9 o'clock, notice the southern fringe of this snowfall is probably right along our southern row of counties in Nebraska, so accumulations are lower farther to the south. We have been saying that in recent days. This will all push off towards the east as we approach midnight on the tail end of all the snowfall, and this scoots off eastward. We're mostly cloudy in the overnight hours, but snow will taper off, and then we're clearing out by tomorrow morning. We are looking at sunny skies for your Saturday. Keep in mind as well, it's going to be a breezy evening as well, so when we do have periods of heavy snow and maybe blowing snow at points in time, wind gusts in the overnight hours could exceed 30 miles per hour. As far as accumulations go, I'm still thinking under an inch in the capital city and points south. It may be hard to see a trace in locations like Beatrice and points to the southeast. For the Tri-Cities, perhaps 1 to 2 inches. We already had one report out at Kearney of 1.8 inches already. So again, north of Lincoln, it looks like the accumulations will start to increase. For tonight, 23 degrees. Snow will end, I'd say probably after midnight. Maybe an isolated flurry in the overnight hours, but by tomorrow morning, we'll start to clear out. All the snow will be out of here. Sunny skies for your Saturday, 45 degrees. It's another breezy day as well. No snow in the forecast for Saturday. Temperatures looking ahead, we're going to be in the 50s yet again on Sunday, middle 50s on Monday, perhaps 60s on Tuesday, maybe even reaching the low 70s by Wednesday. And we have a dry weekend ahead and temperatures steadily starting to warm up. Breezy on Saturday and Sunday. Temperatures continuing to climb by midweek. We may tie a record on Tuesday and completely shatter it on Wednesday. As things stand right now, it looks like we'll have a disturbance sometime Wednesday night. That should bring us the potential for an isolated shower or two. Behind that, temperatures start to cool off.
Well, as we've said before, we're way overdue on our first snow here in the Lincoln area. What is it, usually November 17th or something like that?
Yeah, that's about the average.
Right.
So yeah, we are several weeks past that at this particular point in time. So, at least it's not 17 inches.
That's true. And I know you'll keep people updated throughout the night on social media, on our website, and if needed, on the air. And then, of course, 10 o'clock tonight. So, Malcolm, thank you for keeping an eye out for all of us. Here's a look at Wall Street today. It was a good day. The Dow was up 216 points. NASDAQ gaining 113. We'll be right back.
Tonight, in this pandemic, now few
And finally tonight, a wild turkey plays chicken during rush hour, and a KFC holiday fan favorite will stink up your living room with 11 herbs and spices. Jeremy Roth has tonight's Take a Look at this.
Why did the turkey cross the road? Well, most days she doesn't. That's the problem commuters are facing in Wayland, Massachusetts, with a large wild turkey known for playing chicken with the oncoming traffic. Somebody tell that game bird this isn't a game, bird. Locals say the 30-pound wild turkey has taken up residence in the roadway for at least a month, acting like she's cock of the walk in the face of annoyed motorists.
I look for her every day. I'm just hoping that no one hits her.
The stubborn bird just won't budge, and local authorities say there's not much they can do.
They do not have jurisdiction over a turkey.
Well, why not? If this isn't foul play, I don't know what is. They say birds like these are a state and federally protected species, so until she moves on, commuters will just have to steer clear of this traffic-taunting turkey. Ah, the holidays. It's a time to gather with family, to decorate for the festivities, and to huddle around the fireplace to enjoy your fried chicken fire log. Wait, what? Yep, because it's a thing we needed. KFC is bringing back its infamous 11 herbs and spices fire log. For about $16, fast food fans can festively fill their living rooms with the savory stank of the Colonel's world-famous fried chicken, making it a finger-licking, extra crispy Christmas this year. For Take a Look at This, I'm Jeremy Roth.
If I had that burning into my fireplace, I'd be hungry all the time, right? Sniffing that in, smelling that in.
You know, you may want to bundle up in front of a KFC fire log tonight because it's a little chilly outside.
Yeah. Well, you were telling me, and just like you guys predicted, everything is going as planned so far. Some areas up in the Valentine, Shadron area getting 6, 7, 8 inches of snow.
Right, and we don't have the final, you know, I guess the finalized snow reports there, but yeah, perhaps over 6 inches. And snow, in fact, is starting to move into the Lancaster County area. We had a report from one of our photographers, Anthony. He just said, let me read it off here. Starting to see some snow mixed in with drizzle in downtown Lincoln. We also have a report from a viewer out in Malcolm, had a report of sleet pellets out that way. So kind of messy at this particular point in time. That's good news that things are transitioning over because that means less potential for freezing drizzle. The reason why we have a winter weather advisory in Lancaster County is because we have the potential for freezing drizzle. Most of the snow looks like it's going to be mainly northwest in Lincoln. Are we able to pull up graphics just for one quick moment so we can show you the winter weather advisory? There it is. Again, winter weather advisory is in effect for Lancaster County until midnight. But again, like I just mentioned, we do have the county shaded in purple off to the northwest of Lincoln, also within a winter weather advisory as well, where accumulations could exceed an inch out that way, including the Tri-Cities. Now, as we speak, remember we said that the snow is starting to arrive in Lincoln. We're starting to see less of the freezing drizzle. We're starting to see more sleet, perhaps snow mixed in there. We will see a full transition in the hours to come. The snow will probably pick up in intensity just a little bit. You notice that Beatrice, Hebron, Fairbury is kind of on the southern fringe of the snow there, so accumulations will be lower, as we've been saying over the last several days, a little bit farther to the south. As you go closer to midnight, it's looking like we're going to be on the back edge of the snowfall. Eventually, a lot of the snow is pushing off to the east. Clouds will clear out by tomorrow morning, so it's looking like we're going to see mostly clear skies for much of Saturday. 23 degrees, the overnight low tonight, snow ending, again, clearing by sunrise. Sunny skies for your Saturday, 45 degrees. That should do a number on any accumulations that we have across southeast Nebraska.
All right, thank you so much, Malcolm. Thank you so much for joining us. World News is next. We'll have all the very latest on news, weather, and sports coming up at 6 o'clock right here on Channel 8. See you then.
With the Channel 8 Eyewitness News mobile app, you'll be the first to know. Get alerts about breaking news and weather, all in the palm of your hand.
At Comfort Made Mattress Factory, we build each mattress specifically for you, right here in our locally owned store. We can even make his side different than hers, backed by our lifetime comfort guarantee.
Closed captioning